Hello everyone, this is Sam. Thanks again for joining in. This is Savage Race Staff Update number 3, July 3rd, 2018. It's been a little over a month since the last update, so let's dig right in. Remember, on these videos, this is where I endeavor to connect the whole Savage staff community since we live all over the place. I want to keep you updated on the latest and greatest Savage Race news. I want to introduce you to some new team members who were added since the last video, and spotlight one particular team member this time who has recently exhibited some Savage Race core values. Very important to me and to all of us. But first, I'm going to do a quick event recap of the last event in Pennsylvania. We had a couple of hiccups. Despite those hiccups, I think it was a successful event. We just sent out the Net Promoter Score survey yesterday, so the results are still coming in, but early results looking like people really liked that event and also really appreciated the way that we responded to the hiccups. For those of you who don't know, I know pretty much everyone who was there already knows this, but there was a screw up with the course marking. About half of the Savage pros got lost on the course. They had to run about an extra mile and a half. Probably could have been avoided, definitely could have been avoided, but it's one of those things, it's a learning experience, and we've already working on ways to keep that from happening again. But what we did at that event is all of the Pro Wave, whether they got lost or not, we gave them all a free Pro voucher. It was an expensive thing to do, but in that case, we wanted to make sure that the customer, since we had sort of jeopardized their experience, we wanted to make sure that they walked away happy. So every single pro got a free entry that cut into our future sales, and definitely was a bit of a wallet stinger, as Sean Walters would say, but I think it was the right thing to do. So in an effort to, in fact, exemplify two of our core values, taking care of our customers and doing the right thing, we did both of those by giving all of the participants in the Pro Wave free entry. As I mentioned, despite that, I think we're going to get positive Net Promoter Scores. And another note in Pennsylvania, Sean Walters, who's been with the company since almost the very beginning, ran his first Savage Race, first time ever, and I think he had a good time. He couldn't walk for a couple days afterwards, so but he finished. So give him a pat on the back next time you see him. New stuff. Okay, so the team, the field crew, got a brand new Kubota compact track loader. It's a little tractor. We always rent these things, but the ones you rent aren't so nice, and you never really know when they're going to show up or when they, if they're going to have some sort of an issue with them. So we bought one, and I think the guys really like it. It's nicer than the ones we would normally have from a rental shop, and we just got it delivered in Pennsylvania. So that's new. What else is new? Laura Payne has committed to run the Chicago Blitz. She had previously committed to Pennsylvania and didn't run, and so now we're going to make sure that she runs the Chicago Blitz. We're going to hold her to it, and so everyone please help me keep her committed to that event. Speaking of which, we have the staff race sign-up sheet. So I don't think I've talked about this yet, but basically what we decided is we want to make sure that everyone has the opportunity to run an event. We actually really want everyone to experience a Savage Race. We've had people on the team who've been on the team for 5-6 years and have never done an event. And I think that it's very important to see what the race is like from the participants' perspective. So, Sean and Laura, Sean ran in Pennsylvania, Laura's about to run in Chicago, two good examples. But if you look down in the comments or the notes below, I'm going to have a link to the sign-up sheet. And so you can follow that link, request which events you want to run. I mean, this goes for people who just started this year and for people who've been with us for a long time. I just think it's important for us all to really understand the customer's perspective. So priority is going to go to people who sign up on that sheet early and folks who haven't run before. But we're going to make sure that everyone gets to go. And depending on what your job is, it may make more sense for you to run at the end of the day or very early. but we'll figure out a way to make it work. So go ahead and follow that link and start requesting the events you want to run. What else? Okay, this is a little personal aside, and new stuff. Lloyd, Parker, and I are engaged in a little competitive wager right now. We bet each other $100 for a 2-month weight loss challenge. So we're about 3.5 weeks into it, and I think we're neck and neck. I think we've probably lost about 15 pounds each, and we have a month to go. So when you see Lloyd, give him a donut, an ice cream, a beer. I'll be watching my macros and working out. But yeah, just, feed Lloyd whatever you want. What else is new? We have a new hire, Scott Foss, which I still don't know if his name's Chris, Scott, or Scooter, but I'm going to call him Scott for the purpose of this video. Scott Foss joined the team. He's on the field crew. We've been kind of chasing him for a while, trying to recruit him. He's another ex-Battle Frogger, and I mean, the guy just fell right in with the rest of the crew, and it seems like it's going great. I think the field crew we have right now is without a doubt the most exceptional field crew we've ever had, and I would say probably in all of obstacle course racing. So good. Okay, that's all the new stuff I've got. Let's move on to the core values spotlight. And remember, our core values are: we're always improving, we take care of the customers and each other, we're problem solvers, and we do the right thing. So everyone at Savage Race follows those core values. I think we would all agree that that's how we feel about the company and how we live our lives. So this time I've got a big nomination from Lee Stowell, and he actually hit all 4 core values, and it's for this guy. I'm sorry, I know it's a little pixelated, but it's my Bo Burton on a popsicle stick. And you can see the guys who got it last video are still stuck to my wall there. I like seeing you guys every day, so Bo will go up there in a minute. But here's Lee's nomination. I'm going to read this out loud. So he actually picked all the core values. So we always improve. He says, Bo has been actively listening, focusing on identifying and improving areas that he finds to help us run more effectively as a team. He's also been working hard to improve personally. He's more optimistic and open to new ideas, and he's helping lead the team by example. So always improving. I agree with that 100%, Lee. Next one. We are problem solvers. I was blown away with Lee's ingenuity in Ohio. There was an old pit that had been damaged, and we weren't quite sure how to address it at first. But Bo, using his head, turned it into a really fun and unique obstacle, Savage Falls. It's this kind of adaptation and resourcefulness that we need to spearhead the future of OCR. Good. All right, next one. We do the right thing. This is, we had the issue with marking in Pennsylvania where the runners went off course. Bo boldly stepped up and addressed the issues quickly, acknowledging shortfalls and presenting solutions without getting too frustrated. A top-notch character all the way around. And I got to agree with that. Bo did a great job handling and basically turning what could be a major event catastrophe into really as positive as it could have been on that day. So good job on that one. And finally, the core value, we always take care of the customers and each other. Bo works with customers. He always treats them with even the most mundane request with alacrity, making everyone feel special. Working with the crew, he makes sure that we all get rest, food, and support that we need to thrive during the Savage field work, which is, of course, very important. Those guys are on the road for a long time. It's definitely a demanding job, and so Bo's supporting these guys. And as Lee mentions, it sounds like it's appreciated. So thanks, Lee. I really appreciate the long thought out nomination, and I got some other nominations which I kind of put into a bank, and they may be used for next time. But please keep those nominations coming, because as you can see, it's important that we recognize everyone here on this video. With that said, I'm going to put my shades on, and that's the end. I'll see you guys next month.